Okay guys, so this is cephxs and this is just a short tutorial on how to use my PSP indicator. So first things first, I'm just gonna remove it and I'm gonna have my E-mini S&P chart on the right over here. And I'm gonna open up first off, we're gonna get to how you can access the indicator if you haven't already. So the indicator is a private indicator and I can't make it public for some reason. I would have loved to, but I can't make it public. But it's a private indicator and the link is public on Twitter. The source code is open so you can customize it however you want. It's completely free. You don't have to pay for it. And if you search up PSP cephxs, you're not going to see it on the community space on TradingView. So what you want to do, you want to go to Twitter, which is x.com, and you open up Twitter and you want to go to my profile. And inside of my profile, you can see it's pinned on my profile. If you get here and it's not pinned, you want to go to my highlights. And inside of my highlights, you're going to see it right here. So you want to open up this post and the indicator link is going to be right here, the first comment under this post. Now, all you have to do at this point is click on this and, it's going to pop up. You want to open up the indicator and it pops up. You have it right here. You want to scroll down and you want to click on use on chart. Now you're going to click on that and it's going to take you to TradingView. Wherever you click the link from, whether you got it from the Telegram group chat or you got it from Twitter, it's going to take you straight to your TradingView website. Now, the next thing is how to actually use it. Now, I don't want to make this a trading tutorial or, teaching quarterly theory, but essentially it's based on quarterly theory, which is why I gave credits to Trader Day because he is the one that I learned these things from. I watched his videos and this is stemmed from something I learned from him. So it's not something I created and I've given appropriate credits. Essentially, it's used to highlight precision candles and precision swing points. Now, if you know what those are, precision candles are candles that, maybe on asset one, it's a bearish candle, and then on asset two, it's a bullish candle. And then it becomes a precision swing point when that precision candle is a swing point. So a precision candle is a precision swing point when it's at a pivot, when it's the highest candle in a three candle sequence, which some traders like to call TPD, which is terminus price divergence. Like I said, I don't want to turn this into a trading class or a teaching, whatever. So we're just going to get into the features and how to use this indicator. Now, if you open up the settings on the indicator, you're going to see a few settings and I've made it really simple. I have tooltips. I added tooltips to help, understand the indicator and how to use it. Essentially, I added an auto mode, right? So if you trade futures, if you trade E-mini, NASDAQ, S&P, YM, like me, I don't trade a lot of things. I just trade, metals, sometimes energy, majors, and then I trade the US stock indices or what do they call them? I have no idea. NQESYM, essentially. So those are the things I trade and I added them as presets here. Indices triad, Forex triad for futures, and then the Forex triad for CFDs, where you have, Euro USD, GBP USD, and DXY. And then I added the preset for metals, and then I added the preset for energy, which is crude oil, RBOB, and New York Harbor oil, or whatever that is. So if you trade any of those things, the auto mode is perfectly fine for you. But if you don't, let's say you trade crypto, right? Let's say you trade crypto. What you want to do, if you want to highlight the swing points on a crypto asset, for example, I'm going to change this to Bitcoin, BTC USDT, which is essentially the perpetual version of Bitcoin. Let's use Bitget because that's the broker I use for trading. It could be anything, right? It could be BTC, USDT, whatever it is, Bybit, Binance. You can use whatever. What you want to do after that, you want to go into your settings and you want to change the preset to manual, because as you can see on auto, nothing is being highlighted on the 4-hour chart and the 1-hour chart. There's no candle being highlighted or colored. So you want to go into the settings and go into the manual settings and change the asset to from being empty into Ethereum USDT, and do your best to match the broker. You don't want to use a Binance chart with a Bybit chart or an OKX chart with a MEXC. If you want to use Bybit versus Bybit and Binance versus Binance and so on and so forth, because that's the way, it just increases your accuracy. It's going to work regardless, but it just increases the accuracy. You want to, cross check these things before you put money behind it. Also, the code is open and the source code is free and it's open source, so you can adjust it to your preferences. If you know how to code, you can add some more presets to, ease your trading and make things easier for you. If you need help with that, you can also DM me on Twitter or on Telegram and I can help you with that. So all you have to do, add this to asset 2, and as you can see, immediately the asset, it doesn't take time, it doesn't consume memory, it's very quick, it's very easy, and the indicator has started plotting the precision candles, the candles that are different. Now, back to the features, you want to, you know, you can change the mode. I added a mode that checks these candles as to whether they are precision swing points. Now, I defined what a precision swing point is. It's a candle that is the highest point in a 3-candle sequence. In other words, sometimes it's called a TPD when it's formed at a reversal point. Now, if you want to be precise and you don't want the candles everywhere to be interrupting you, and you only want to focus on precision swing points, you can change this setting to PSP only. And if you change it to PSP only, you can see the color has changed and it's only highlighting the candles that are sticking out, essentially swing points. Now, if you go to style, you can see some settings that you can use to customize those things. You can customize the shape of a bearish PSP. You can change it to a downward triangle. You can change it to a circle. You can change the color to black. You can adjust it in whatever way to fit your theme. If you want your charts to look aesthetic or whatever it is you want to do, it's fully customizable. And again, it's free, so you can't really complain, right? So, it has a lot of features and you can just do literally whatever, right? You can do anything with this indicator. Now, if I reset it to how it was, and if you wanted to trade this, we can like look for SMT, like this is Bitcoin. I can, let me add a split and trading view. I'm just gonna speed this up. I'm gonna speed the process up very quickly, and then we're gonna see. See. So as you can see here, I have both the Bitcoin and the Ethereum chart open, right? And if we were to use this to trade, let me just make this a quick back distance session, right? You want to look for SMT, and with SMT, you want to look for a precision swing point. Let me go to the higher time frame so you can see what it is that I'm talking about. So this is the 4-hour chart, and essentially, we are looking at both Bitcoin and Ethereum. Should I go to the daily chart? Let me use the daily chart because I don't really trade crypto, and it could be a little daunting, and with a lot of it's just choppy in general. You don't really want to use this, but it works, right? It's there and you can see it. So for example, let's say you're trading Bitcoin and you have this low on the daily chart, you have this low, which is Sunday the 6th of April. And if you look at that same low, Sunday the 6th of April, you can see that we have SMT. That low was total soup. on Ethereum, but this low was not total soup on Bitcoin. So that is a valid precision swing point. I'm already dropping free game on how to identify valid precision swing points. Now, what you want to do, you want to wait for a close outside of that. It's as simple as that. Wait for that close, and once the candle closes, you can now use that as a precision swing point entry and ride it higher. This is the daily time frame. So stuff like this is really volatile and it's really violent and it's really accurate when you use it on the higher time frames. As you can see, we close above, trade back into it. That in itself is a true order block. You don't have to wait for the change in the state of delivery that occurs at about here, right? That is a change in state of delivery that occurs right there. Let me make this visible everywhere. So you can wait for this change in state of delivery before we trend higher, or you can trade this. If you trade quarterly theory, you're looking at this low that was not purged. As you can see, this is SMT on Ethereum. If you trade that, you can just take this as a precision swing point and you can see we trade higher. If you also use projections like I do, you can use your Fibonacci and project that precision swing point higher, like the 2 level or the 3 level. As you can see, we smashed both of those levels too, which we consolidated and expanded. I don't want to make this a teaching class, but that is essentially how you use my precision swing point indicator. If you have any questions, let me know. You can message me on Telegram, on Twitter, you know, and that's it. It's a really simple, really straightforward, really easy indicator to use. And if you trade quarterly theory, this is really useful for you. And all I ask is that you shoot me a follow because I do stuff like this all the time. I make weekly outlooks. So shoot me a follow, connect with me on Twitter, and I will see you later. You can also join my Telegram channel where I post every day, right? Market outlooks, insights. I also post on my personal journey if that's, if you want to see stuff like that. I make content essentially. So connect with me and I will see you later, wherever or whenever we meet again.